how this happened, but YouTube, the video just started. I'm not sure why, but someone hit me in the background and told me that the show was waiting on me. And I've been over here talking since 9:33. So we'll rewind this back. And say for everybody on YouTube who just joined in, we got to give thanks to the Most High. Give him thanks for allowing us to see another day, see another sunrise, see another sunset, and to love on the people that we cherish. I had to say that because, YouTube just joined conversation. How that happened, I don't know, but shouts out. Oh no, we've already got the ladies coming in saying that men should not get alimony. But I was talking about Cardi B and Offset and how Offset filed court papers asking for spousal support in their ongoing divorce. Hey Camille, hey Pontoon Jody. And after Offset filed his petition for alimony and spousal support, the women across the internet basically have been chastising him, saying that he's less of a man and that no man should ask for spousal support. And I'm one that disagrees with that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I'm not sure I don't know what I did tonight, but for some reason it's saying that my show is not on, but I guess it'll eventually come onto my studio. Hold on. Matter of fact, let's do this. Gonna go out of here. We're gonna come back in. Now I do see everyone in here, but for some reason, okay, there we go. Pontoon Jody says she's never heard of someone called Offset. He's a member of the group, the Migos. Pontoon Jody, he's a rapper. Scorp Mama. What's going on, Scorp? But the ladies were chastising Offset, saying, you had all these Lambos and how flamboyant he was with money and things of that nature. And basically they're saying that because Offset is seeking spousal support, he's a bum. Now, I disagree with that notion. I think that if the woman in the relationship makes more money and then there's a divorce, I think the man has rights to spousal support. Gender equality. Now, I know a lot of you ladies are going to say, no, he doesn't deserve the money, but gender equality says that he does deserve spousal support if Cardi B makes more money than him. Oh no, Scorp Mama's been getting in trouble. But why? Why is this? Is it because the idea of a man getting alimony feels unnatural to a lot of women? I don't think that a man getting alimony is unnatural. We've been conditioned. Our conditioning has even been conditioned for centuries to believe that men provide and women receive. But in 2025, those lines have been blurred because women are earning six figures, they're running empires, and in Cardi B's case, she's worth tens of millions of dollars. She's a very rich woman, and Offset is married to her. She makes more money than him. So if she divorces him, he should be entitled to spousal support. Shouts out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. Shouts out to everybody that's watching on Instagram. Shouts out to everybody that is watching on Twitch. And last but most definitely not least, shouts out to the MA family and everybody else who's tuning in right here on YouTube. So because Cardi's worth tens of millions of dollars and their marriage is about to end, shouldn't the same financial fairness apply for men that is afforded to women? Outlaw Village, hey, Outlaw Village. Now, I will say this. Any of the creators that are watching this show, if you're trying to grow your page, go check out Outlaw Village. Go check him out. He's got 1 million subscribers. He has a vast network of people. And yeah. He was here yesterday while I was playing Xbox. And yeah, shouts out to Outlaw. Good luck on coming back through today, brother. Yeah, well, I mean, if Cardi B is the breadwinner and she files for divorce, why wouldn't Offset be entitled to some type of spousal support? But you know what? Let's be real. It's not just about money. It's about power. Because basically Offset has told her that he's not going to give her the divorce unless she pays his $20 million tax bill. Bud Fouls, Juggernaut TV. Shouts out. Appreciate you all coming through. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. But yes, Cardi B, there's power in Offset being able to say, I'm not giving you a divorce unless you pay my tax bill. Because there have been many times that women apply the same pressure to men. And we're talking about gender equality tonight. Gender equality. Yes, I think Offset is entitled to alimony as a man in this gender equality environment that we live in currently. Now, let me say this. I'm not defending Offset or Cardi B, but fair is fair. A man asking a woman for support threatens egos on both sides of the fence. Cardi B's going to have a bruised ego because she thinks she's paying a man And Offset is going to have a bruised ego because people are going to look at him as if he is less than a man because he is asking for spousal support. For him, it's like saying, I can't stand on my own. Do we believe that Offset can't stand on his own just because he's asking Cardi B for alimony? And for her, it's like, you're not about to spend the hard-earned money that I made rapping after you've been out here gallivanting with all these women. I'm not going to pay you to not be in a relationship with me after you've been out here fornicating with other women while we were married. And we're not even going to talk about what she's been doing. We're going to get to that in a little bit. The law, to all the ladies who say that Offset does not deserve spousal support, the law states spousal support is based on need and ability to pay, not gender. Spousal support is not only for women. That would be sexist. So if Cardi makes 10 times more than Offset, then technically he has the right to ask. He has the right to ask. But we all know that the justice system, courtrooms, don't always do things logically. Sometimes it's about optics. And the optics of a man asking his superstar ex for a check, that's not sitting right with a lot of you ladies. A lot of ladies just, they just don't like the fact that it's a man asking for a paycheck. So tonight, I'm asking all you ladies, is alimony about fairness or is it about pride? If your husband makes less than you, would you pay him? And that's to the ladies that are watching on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, and the ladies right here in the chat on YouTube. Now I can already tell you the ladies in the chat, they not feeling it. If your wife, to the men, was the breadwinner, would you expect her to pay you? So this is a two-sided question. We got the question for the women. If your husband made less than you, would you pay him? And then for the men, if your wife was the breadwinner, would you expect her to pay you if she filed for divorce? Score. Come on, score. See, all you ladies, y'all spend years fighting for equality. But equality means you can't just pick and choose what parts you want to benefit you. Ladies, you can't do that. Come on now, ladies. Because if women can be CEOs, rap superstars, they can be generals in the military, and they can be presidents, then they can also pay alimony. They can also pay alimony. If they can be all of the above, then they can pay alimony. Now, ladies, that might sting y'all, but y'all already know. I'm gonna give y'all the real, and we gonna speak in reality terms. Yeah, it's a reality check to the ladies who want equality. That's what tonight is. And Cardi B's case is forcing the ladies to confront the truth. To confront the truth. Now, with that being said, I'm not gonna cut everybody off tonight, but I would hope that everyone that is watching on the other channels would come over to YouTube and join us in the conversation. It's lots of comments. I'm going to go back up here and go through them. Pontoon Jody says she's never heard of someone called Offset. Then she said that he doesn't deserve any money. Legally, Pontoon Jody, he does deserve some money. Legally, he does. What? Scorp, who you going off on? Wow. You been getting revenge on people? Okay. You don't like how she says ninja? Okay. Camille said men are supposed to be the providers. Women are helpmates. Women are helpmates. I need a definition on that. I've never heard of a helpmate. What is a helpmate? Camille said she fought against spousal support for her ex because he didn't help me make the money or provide the way I did. And she won and he got nothing. Now, I'm pretty sure that you had a female judge, Camille, because women are going to stick with women. And if it was a woman judge, she's probably not going to give the man spousal support. It's probably not going to happen. Wow. So Camille actually went through this and she fought her ex in his request for spousal support. And she won her case. And she said she had a male judge. Now, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Scorp said, what kind of a young woman is missing teeth? One that didn't brush her teeth and now has veneers. That is Scorp Mama. No, she's not all that. Juggernaut said, if the man is a stay-at-home dad, then he can see that. He can see that. If the man is a stay-at-home dad, why does he have to be a stay-at-home dad why does he have to be a stay-at-home dad in order to get spousal support? I'm pretty sure that there's a standard of living that Offset has in living with Cardi B, being married to her. There's a certain standard of living that he is accustomed to. And for some period of time, Cardi B must make sure that that standard of living doesn't change. Ladies do it all the time. Women do this all the time. If there's a certain standard of living that the lower wage earner is accustomed to by living with the person who is the breadwinner must keep that standard of living for their spouse for some certain amount of time. Camille said, nope, she had a male judge. Helpmate is in the Bible. Yeah, helper. Okay. I'm not sure what version of the Bible you helpmate. That helpmate wasn't a word back the days of the Bible writing. But yes, the wife is supposed to be a helper. YWG said he's here for the he's. Yes, it is the same thing. It is the same thing. Men, to the men in the audience, is Offset less of a man? Is Offset less of a man because he is asking for spousal support? Scorp, put the link in the chat, Scorp. I hope my voice sounds a lot better. I got this brand new mic. Kind of like it. So I hope that my voice does sound better. I looked at my old videos and yeah. Okay. Scorp Mama's having the festival next week, October 18th. I'm guessing it's a harvest festival. What's going on at your festival, Scorp? What you got going on at your festival? But I'm a firm okay, YWG said nope, get that bag. I'm a firm believer in gender equality, but not just gender equality for women. There must be gender equality for men if it's in fact going to be gender equality. Now, there are other notable cases of female breadwinners having to pay alimony. Halle Berry being one, Britney Spears being two, and Kelly Clarkson. Now, the judges in their divorce proceedings were about gender equality and keeping the lower wage earners standard of living at that same level for some amount of time. Okay. Scorp Mama's birth. She having a festival for her birthday. Okay, Scorp Mama. Okay. So yeah, Halle Berry most definitely had to pay spousal support. Britney Spears also, and Kelly Clarkson. Now, in these cases, the men who were able to receive spousal support were white men. There are things. We're not gonna put Camille on the. We're not gonna put Camille. Camille won her spousal support case, and we'll leave it. She won. Oh, I'm about to look at the video right now, Scorp. Y'all go check out Scorp Mama's video. Okay. 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 Okay, Scorp Mama. Yeah, go check out Scorp Mama's page, y'all. Check out the merch she done made as well. Check out her birthday cake. I look like some. Scorp, I'm gonna need you to send some of that stuff up this way to me. I'm gonna need you to send some of that stuff up here to me. But yes, those three ladies had to pay spousal support. So why shouldn't Offset get that same spousal support that those three men were afforded in their divorce proceedings? Scorp Mama says she didn't win her spousal support case needs. Okay, so some ladies don't win. Not sure, I'd have to look at the statistics of men. You know what? Let's do that right now. Hold on. We're going to go to Chat GPT, y'all. We're going to ask Chat GPT. Chat GPT, how many men go for spousal support in divorce proceedings in the United States?
Yes, men can absolutely go for spousal support in divorce proceedings in the United States. Spousal support, also known as alimony, is based on factors like the length of the marriage, each spouse's income and earning potential, and the roles each spouse had during the marriage. It's not gender specific, so if the man is the lower earning spouse or has a financial need, he can request and potentially receive spousal support. It's all about the circumstances.
Thank you, Chat GPT.
You're very welcome. Anytime you need help or just want to chat, I'm here for you. Good luck with your show and everything else you got going on.
Bing, bing.
Anytime. Have a great one and feel free to reach out whenever you need. Take care.
So, you all heard that. It's not gender specific.
Exactly. It's all about fairness.
Hold on. Okay, Chat GPT. We're going to put you to sleep. Okay. So, ladies, as you all just heard, spousal support is not just for women. If the woman is the higher wage earner, she may have to pay alimony. And in Cardi B's case, she's going to have to pay alimony because there's a certain standard of living that Offset has been afforded during his marriage to Cardi B. So as much as the ladies want to say that Offset does not deserve or shouldn't get alimony, I think you're wrong. Scorp says she's done with the men in Florida. She's moving on to Virginia. Okay, Scorp. So yes, it is Scorpio season. To all the Scorpios, I hope you have a great birthday month. It's Scorpio season. Scorpios, it's a different animal. It's a different animal. But yes, ladies, men can go for your ducats. They can go for that purse. They can go for that Louis bag. They can go for that pocketbook, the pocketbook with the money in it. Well, they both pocketbooks got money in them, literally. But yes, Camille said child support may offset what Offset receives. I see what you did there. Camille. Child support, I doubt that, because Offset is not going to have a large child support wage determination because he is the lower wage earner. So I don't think it's going to offset the money that he's asking for spousal support. She's just going to get a little bit of that money back. She's just going to get a little bit of the money that Offset gets back. She's not going to. She can't go for a large. She can't go for a large child support amount because she is the higher wage earner. So there's no way that his child support determination is going to be more than what he's going to receive in alimony. There's no way. He may not even get a child support order because he's the lower wage earner. So ladies are, so I'll say this, ladies would, if Offset approached you during his divorce proceedings, would you tell him that he was weak for going for Cardi B's money? Scorp gonna sell YWG's brave. Don't do him like this, Scorp. Mary J. Blige is also paying spousal support as well. So there are ladies that are paying spousal support. It's kind of off the subject, but I don't know how the weather is where you are, but it is officially fall. It is chilly here in the Cincinnati metro region. Let me tell you, it's kind of chilly. Fall is officially, well, fall is not officially here, but it will be. We got this long weekend. Everybody gets to set their clocks back an hour. It's an hour more to party at the club this weekend if you party. So yeah, this is that weekend, the weekend where a 4-hour party turns into a 5-hour party with that clock set back. Scorp says she's going. Ain't nobody bidding on you, Scorp. You just going. Yeah, somebody's just gonna come up and talk to you the right way. Ain't no bidders. Get the hell out of here with that talk. Wow, Scorp, don't be punching nobody because we don't want you hurting your crochet hand. Now, if you punch somebody and you hurt your hand, then you can't crochet. So chill out. If the hand that you punch people with is the same one that you crochet with, don't be punching people. That's your money maker. YWG said Halle Berry's paying that loot. I think her child support order or her spousal support, I think it may have ended. I think she had like some party or post or something. If I'm the ladies probably know this better than me, but I'm pretty sure that her spousal support is over and she had some big post about it. Yeah, I think so. I think so. But yes, ladies just have to. I mean, what I will say this. Even though ladies are talking crazy about Offset in regards to him going after Cardi B's money, that's not going to stop him from getting a woman. It's not going to stop him from getting a woman. Would you go out with Offset knowing that he was going after Cardi B's money? Would Offset going after Cardi B's money stop you from dating Offset? I think that there are women out there that don't have any problem with him going for Cardi B's money. He has the legal right to do so. He has a legal right to do so. We're 46 minutes into the show. At this point, I'm going to cut off Instagram and Facebook so that you all can come over here and join the conversation. Dang, what kind of fighting you talking about, Scorp? What kind of fighting you was doing when you go down to Florida? Is that the kind of fighting you talking about? Is that the kind of fighting you talking about, Scorp? Huh, Scorp? I think that's the kind of fighting she's talking about, YWG. That fighting that she was doing when she went to Florida. Talking about she liked to fight. Unball your fists. Why and this is for the ladies. Why is the idea of a woman paying a man? Why does it trigger backlash? If you all saw the little snippet that I had before the show, there are women out here paying for companionship, let alone paying alimony. There are women out here paying for companionship just for a man to take them out and show them what it means to be a woman. So why is there such big backlash against alimony, spousal support? Come on, ladies, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Y'all go out, y'all give hundreds of dollars to those strippers when y'all go to the male strip shows. Y'all pay them men. Why can't a man that was afforded a certain level of living, why can't he be afforded that same income level for some amount of time if the woman makes more money than him? Why does that cause such a, why is it like a thorn in y'all's butt, ladies? Why is it? Why is that, ladies? Why is it so hard to agree that if the woman earns more money, that the man should be afforded some type of spousal support to keep that standard of living for a certain amount of time until he can get his money right? Now, we don't know if Offset is going to get his money right, but he should be afforded that ability to be supported by his ex for some certain amount of time. Scorp, you got a little bit left? Uh-oh. Scorp said, why? Scorp mama said she got a little bit left in the tank for you brothers out there. Scorp mama said she got something left in the tank. Whatever, Scorp. We know you are not playing. Scorp is serious as a heart attack, y'all. Do not believe that. Yeah, don't believe that. The ladies are real quiet. After Chat GPT said what she had to say, the ladies have been very, very quiet. Juggernaut TV, you hit the nail on the head. That's why the ladies are quiet. You hit the nail on the head. Double standards is the norm when the shoe is on the other foot, and that's 100% with the ladies. 100%. Hold on, I got my window open. Let me put this for some. One of you ladies throw an egg in my window and hit me in the try egg me or something. My window's over here open. Well, don't nobody know where the studio is, but yeah. So, ladies, do you all? Okay. Here comes Camille. Camille is coming back into the conversation, and Camille said she just feels like a man should be able to take care of himself. If the shoe was on the other foot, I don't want ish. I can take care of myself. Ladies always say that. Women always say that. Always. You don't think so? So, Camille, you don't believe that the man, if he's the lower wage earner, you don't think that he should be able to be afforded the ability to have that same standard of living? And I'm not saying that's for a lifetime, but for some amount of time so that he can bring himself up. You don't believe that? So you just want the man to be rock bottom If it's over with, it's over with. All women don't believe that. Oh, wow. Oh, we're going to save that comment for tomorrow night. We will be having the sex show tomorrow night. For everybody wondering, the sex show is on tonight. And Scorp, that last comment that you stated, we will save that comment for tomorrow night. Camille said, "What did he come with?" See, that's Camille. You're coming across as sexist. You're coming across as sexist against men. You're coming across as sexist because you would want the woman to, even though you say you wouldn't ask for ish, you still want a woman to have the ability to ask for some alimony. I think that what it is a lot of women don't think that a lot of women don't believe in gender equality. A lot of women believe in gender superiority. I'm going to say that again. A lot of women don't want gender equality. You all want gender superiority. Yeah, I'm going to let that marinate for a second. Because I want to see what the ladies have to say about that. A lot of you women don't want gender equality. You want gender superiority. Tell me I'm wrong. Because a lot of you women don't believe that a man should be afforded the same assurances that a woman should. Come on now. Yeah. A lot of ladies don't want gender equality. You want gender superiority for ladies. We're 56 minutes into the show. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share this video out. Subscribe to the page. That's not okay. Okay, Camille, you said nope. You want what's fair. But you just said that a man should not have the ability to go for spousal support. You said because he's a man. So it would be fair if a man has the ability to go for spousal support. That's fair. Is that not fair? Is that not fair? Is it unfair that the man has the ability to go for spousal support? Is it unfair to the woman that the man has the ability to go for spousal support? How did the fellas in here feel about what Camille just said? And I'm gonna go back to she said, and I believe that too, Camille. But sometimes in order to get back on your feet, you need a little help. Camille, do you believe that everybody needs help at some point in life? So why wouldn't his help be alimony? That you are, Scorp. That you are. Okay. Camille said, I'm just saying that if he didn't help her in reaching her goals, that he shouldn't get spousal support. So, how do you feel about men who say she wasn't in here shooting these threes with me? She wasn't in here shooting basketballs. She wasn't in here shooting 500 jump shots every day. She wasn't out here running 50 50-yard sprints. She wasn't out here getting hit on that football field. She didn't hit any of these baseballs that I hit. What about the men who say that? What about the men who say that? No. You can't look at it like that. You can't look, because if you look at it like that, then those men can look at it like that. Or in entertainment, you wasn't writing none of these jokes with me. You wasn't going to these acting classes with me. No, judges don't look at it like that. Right, right. And I'm saying that I'm pretty sure that Offset can take care of himself even if he didn't get spousal support. But I'm saying that he's going to get spousal support. But you all don't believe that he should have the ability to go for spousal support. I think that's for some reason, Offset going for spousal support has made a lot of women angry. A lot of women are angry because Offset is going for Cardi B's money. But y'all don't be bad when a lot of ladies be going for get that bag, get as much as you can. All men have heard ladies say that. Get the bag, get as much as you can. There are men out here that have had to give up their houses and find someplace else to live. Like Imam Shumpert. That strong faced woman wasn't shooting no baskets with him. She got the houses and the cars and a payment and spousal support with her strong faced self. She took that man's life has changed. All them free throws and all them basketball shots that he made, she didn't shoot none of that, but she sure took a whole lot of that money that he made playing basketball. It can't be one way for one set of people and one way for another. Come on now. Come on, Camille. Come on, Camille. Come on, Camille. I don't even know what that lady's name is, but I just know she took Imam Shumpert to the cleaners. And she did not make one shot when he was in the NBA. Not one. So you can't say that women can go for spousal support and the man can't. That's like that's double standard. No, I'm not trying to make y'all look bad, Scorp. I'm not doing this to make women look bad. I'm just saying that that's a double standard. Camille, you don't want anything, but there's a lot of women out here. I mean, Brittany Renner just got a child support order, I think, for like $15,000 a month. And she's going back to court now saying that that's not enough money. $15,000 untaxed dollars is not enough to live on. That's $180,000 a year. Untaxed. She doesn't pay any taxes on child support. And she's trying to get more money. What did she do? You had a baby. What did you do? You had a baby. You had to lay down to have that baby too. Right. Thank you, Juggernaut. Thank you. Juggernaut said women make child support a part of taking care of them and not the child. Yeah. Women have weaponized divorce. And I just think that when a man uses those same weapons, women don't like it. Offset is not doing anything that tens of thousands of women do on a daily basis. Exactly. Juggernaut said a child does not have those types of expenses. No, a child does not. But my thing is when all those other men were going for spousal support with Halle Berry, with Britney Spears, and with Kelly Clarkson, there wasn't as much of an uproar. I think the uproar is because it's a black man that's going after the money. Juggernaut TV said they will say their nails and hair need to be done when she takes the kid to the daycare. I knew this topic would touch women's nerves. Women don't think, like I said it 20 minutes ago. Women don't want gender equality. You all want gender superiority. And I think that that's what it comes down to. Women don't want gender equality. You want gender superiority. Scorp Mama, YWG probably canned those peaches or either they already ate up. You don't want none of them peaches. They've been sitting around that long. I hope he canned them and he's going to give them to you if you get them peaches. Camille said, Jug, I can agree with that. This is from a woman that is still 0,000 and their kids are, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Camille. It happens. It happens. But yeah, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not going to touch that aspect of it. Scorp says she cooks for women's empowerment. But Scorp, your women's empowerment doesn't encompass gender superiority. And a lot of women want gender superiority. And yeah, I'm going to ask this again. Nobody said anything about it. Women, would you respect a man who takes alimony from his ex-wife? Would you ladies respect a man who was getting alimony from his ex-wife? And, we're going to talk about the real world impact of this, because every day women are earning more money. Is the system, as it is currently set, ready for this? Is the system that was set up for women in terms of divorce proceedings, is this same system ready for the influx of women who make more money than their husbands and will be paying spousal support in the coming years, in the future? I think there's numerous women out here, but my thing is why doesn't the state just give you your money and go after the people who owe it to you? Because that is the state giving you that money. So if you're owed it, maybe you should petition the court to pay this to you instead of it being tied to when this person pays some of it. Because my thing is the government should just pay that out and then go after those people who didn't pay it to get the restitution. Okay, Camille said asking for me. I think asking for $15,000 a month child support is. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous that a judge would see fit to give a woman $15,000 for child support. Yes, that's crazy. I think the court system has empowered these women to think that they are entitled to these large amounts of money because they had a baby, and I don't believe that. Scorpio. Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's just me. I believe in gender equality. Yeah, $15,000 a month for a child support order is criminal. They said Cardi B can't be on the sideline no more because her booty was stinking. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's true, but there's a report that the Patriots told Cardi B that she can't be on the sideline because when that wind was blowing, they was catching the downwind of that BBL's funk. They don't have to be in private school, and they don't have to be doing very expensive activities. That is not an excuse to ask for criminal amounts of money. Take them kids out of private school. No. Or if you want them in private school, let them live with the daddy. If that's the case, if a man has to pay 15, then let the children live with their daddy, the person that earns the most money. Because if you don't have a job to take care of the children, then let the parent that has the money take care of the children. I think that would solve a lot of child support. These large, exorbitant child support orders. That's how you solve it. You don't make a man pay $15,000 a month. You let the children live with the dad and see the mom when they can. That way, you don't have people misusing child support. And that goes for a woman as well. If the woman is a bread owner, have the children, keep the children. Yeah. If you don't have enough money to take care of the children, I don't think you should be able to petition for custody. If we're talking gender equality, the child is gonna have a better life if he's with the parent that makes the most money. If money matters that much. Yeah. Before you let some lady get 20, 15, 25, $50,000 a month for child support, let them children go live with the parent that makes the most money. And then the parent that doesn't have the means to take care of the children, they can see the children in visitation, mother or not. If we're talking gender equality, I'm not talking at you, Camille. We know you agree with us. We're right. But yes, I'm for gender equality. But I'm not for women using their gender equality to take advantage of men. No, I'm not going to be a proponent of that. Yeah, that's how you end women getting $15, $25, $30,000. You petition for custody of the child because the father is just as important to the child's life as the mother. And there are some people that say the man is more. We're not going to start that argument. Women would get custody of the children, not because of how much money they have, but to try to help keep the father out of the child's life. I just say that the way that you end these exorbitant child support determinations is, I think that the ability to raise the child should have much more standing when it comes to cases of child custody in divorces. Because you can best believe that a babysitter don't cost $15,000 a month. I could provide child care services for my child for way less than $15,000 a month. Having a baby does not afford a woman the right to just lay up in the house and not do nothing. That's not what this. The courts have made millions of women lazy. The court system has made millions of women lazy. And if I'm not, and I'm not saying all women, I'm saying most. I'm saying most. And why the court would reward some of these women for the antics that they use against men is beyond me. But if all those women get to behave like that in order to get alimony and child support, a man should be able to civilly ask for spousal support at the time of his divorce proceedings. And there's nothing that's going to change how I see that, because like I said, if we're about equality, then that's how it should be. As well, spousal support is not gender specific. And I'm going to double down on what I said in terms of women don't want gender equality. You all want gender superiority. Offset should not be looked at as less of a man because he is going for alimony so that he can have the same standard of living that he was afforded during his marriage to Cardi B. And looking at it any other way than that is looking at it from a sexist point of view. Whether you agree with a man doing it or not, the man should have the ability to do it. There's lots of things that people do that I don't like, but I mean, I can't. It's life. I'm just glad that I'm not the man that has to go for spousal support. I am in no way defending what Offset is doing, but I'm saying that he should have the right to do it. That's what equality is about. I know some of the, some of the ladies don't want to look at it like that, but that is the truth. We're an hour and 23 minutes into the show. We're an hour and 23 minutes into the show. Hit the like button. share this video out, subscribe to the page. Tomorrow night, we'll be back tomorrow night, 11 o'clock sharp. Tomorrow night, 11 o'clock sharp. We'll be back. It's been a minute. We'll be back with the sex show. Scorp Mama, you keep them Scorpio thoughts in your mind because we're going to need them tomorrow night. Camille, Pontoon Jody, and Scorp Mama held the torch for the ladies tonight. But we put it out with a bucket of water. Because, like I said, it's self-evident that women don't want equality. Y'all want gender superiority. This has been another edition of Adult Conversation with Maas, where I'm still undefeated in debates. We'll be back Tuesday with another Adult Conversation with Maas. But tomorrow night, you still got me on the sex show. This your boy Maas. Everybody be safe. Have a great night. Pull them electric blankets out because it's getting cold. Thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.